Chapter 2 Movie Night. That morning, I wake up around 10, happy as ever. I immediately text Kachan. Kachan has deleted a message? Hey Kachan. What? What message did you delete? Oh, it's nothing. After you texted me, I got drunk instead of going to sleep and I drunk texted you. Okay, well, are you still coming over tonight? Because I have some things we could do and it's gonna be fun. Tell me. No, it'll ruin the surprise. Damn it, Deku. You know I don't like surprises. Gotcha. Calm down. Trust me, you'll like it. Okay, fine. If you want, you can come over earlier because I know you go to bed pretty early. I'll be there at noon. And don't eat lunch. I'll bring some. Got it? Oh, okay, Kachan. Thanks. I smell huge. Then I start cleaning. No, he'll scold me if I don't. A few hours later, I check my phone for the time and see that it's 11:40. Crap! I rush around and finish cleaning, then run upstairs to my room and look for clothes. Reference picture. Okay. I finished getting dressed and look at the time to see a message from Kachan saying he's almost here. I run to the dryer and grab his hoodie, then go to the living room, pick out a movie, and put it in. As soon as I put in the movie, Kachan burst through the door. Ah! Oh, hey Kachan. He looks at what I'm wearing and blushes hard. Hey. He sits down next to me and puts the food on the table. Ooh, yay! What did he get for us? I got katsudon for you and kimchi fried rice for me. I smile and find my katsudon. I'm surprised that Kachan remembers my favorite food. So, we start eating and movie starts. It's one of my favorites. It's about this mom who gets possessed and tries to kill her youngest daughter at the end. It's really good, but I can't watch it alone. A few minutes later, I get real thirsty, so I think I could easily tease him like this. It's gonna be risky, but it's worth a shot. I stand up and bend to the other side of the table to grab the remote to pause it. I then scoot past him and catch him staring at my butt and biting his lips. I didn't say anything though. I walk to the kitchen and grab some water. You'll never guess what happens when I looked in the living room. So I look in there to make sure he's not mad. Actually, he definitely wasn't. He was so far from mad. It didn't even seem like him. Anyway, right then he looked down at his pants and noticed, then went to the bathroom with his phone. I just shrug and walk back to the couch. After a bit, I walk to the bathroom to see if he's okay. But I don't open the door or say anything because there's a lock that needs a key. So I look through it and see him and his. It's so big. Wait, is that. Oh my god. He's doing that to a picture of me? Entering gay panic mode. Why? Does he like me? Well, maybe a little too much. I can't really say anything, but as I'm watching him, I hear him grunt my first name. Then he came everywhere. And yes, I mean Izuku. I turn red and run back to the living room and sit down waiting for him. He walks out. Hey, Kachan. Yeah? What took you so long? I decided to take advantage of him being here at this point, so I sit with my legs kinda in a W. I missed you. He blushes and looks away. I was in the bathroom, okay? I just nod and smile at him. You could tell he just melted when he looked at me. He sits down beside me and I lay my head on his shoulder and my hand on his chest, and surprisingly, he puts his arm around me. I blush hard and realize he's the one who made me do this, because if he wouldn't have taken so long, I wouldn't have checked on him, so now I'm a bit turned on. I realize he made a small mess on his shirt with what he did and decided to point it out. Kachan points at his shirt. What's that? He goes completely red and I whisper in his ear, if you needed help, you should have asked me. I giggle and he goes more red than Kirishima's hair. I start watching the movie again and he whispers back, I think I'll take you up on that offer. I blush and I look at him, and he actually kissed me. I was in shock at first, but I still kissed back. After a minute or so, he pulls me on his lap and holds my waist. I wrap my arms around his neck and pulls back. Kachan, you know you don't have to do this, right? I was just teasing. He squeezed my waist a bit harder and whispered in my ear, but who's gonna stop me? With just that sentence, it sent chills up my spine and made me feel good. I immediately kiss him after that and he pulls me closer, so I put my hands on his cheeks. He picks me up and carries me to my room. I guess he saw it when he went to the bathroom earlier. He lays me on the bed and takes off his shirt. I get really nervous. Kachan, I've never done this before. Don't worry, I'll be gentle at first, Izuku. Hearing him say my actual name is so hot. He climbs on top of me and kisses my neck. He starts leaving hickeys, and for some weird reason, it feels so damn good. Suddenly, he bit my neck, and I moaned, not meaning to. He slid my clothes off and ran his hands over my body, stopping on my butt. He squeezed it, and his member got harder. This is how I know I was about to get torn up. Anyway, he stood up and told me to get on my knees. I hesitated, but did it anyway. He then put handcuffs on me to where I can't move my hands. Now, unbutton my pants. But Kachan, I can't without my hands. Figure it out. I then realized he wanted me to use my mouth to do it. I start using my teeth to unzip his pants. Then I moved to the button. He pulled his pants and underwear off, and before he could get them off completely, his member sprung out like when you hold down a spring then let it go quickly. I stare at it, and it has to be at least 9 to 10 inches. The biggest problem was that it's so thick. I look up at him, and he was biting his lip, and next thing I felt was him pressing the tip against my lip, asking for entrance. I open my mouth and start sucking the tip, earning a small moan from him. I start sucking the rest, then all of a sudden he grabs my hair and thrusts into my mouth, making me deep throat each time. It hurt. It hurt so bad tears ran down my face. But the crazy part is, it was turning me on more than ever. Like to the point I felt I was gonna come. Eventually, he thrust it hard into my mouth, making almost all of it go into my mouth, and I felt his warm, thick liquid run down my throat. He picked me up and bent me over my bed, and I stopped him. Kachan, wait! He looked at me like I was crazy. There's some lube in my side table. He opened it up and poured some on his fingers, then slid one into me. I moaned quietly and leaned into him. He added 2 more, and I became a moaning mess. After I was stretched out enough and all lubed up, he slammed into me and into parts that hadn't been lubed up. I swear I died for at least 10 seconds because it hurt so bad. As soon as I recovered from it, it felt amazing. He started thrusting somewhere between slow and fast, and I was already moaning his name. He went harder and spanked me. There's no words to describe how good that felt. He put his hand around my throat and slammed into me. Daddy! I came everywhere and realized what I had called him and blushed hard. He just smirked and kept going. Good boy. I then felt him come inside me, and the warm liquid deep inside made my legs shake. Right then, I knew he had to stay. Then I collapsed on the bed. He then pulled me under the covers after taking the cuffs off and cuddled with me. I fell asleep not long after that. I can't believe this just happened. This is the best night of my life so far. The end. I really never wanted to do it again.
That's it?
That was like the end of the chapter.
Finally. Say something to your fans.
The things I do for y'all. I'm reading this in front of my brother. I hate it. I hate it. Okay, bye.
You just suck.
I'm sorry. Sorry. That's really weird. Oh well. Hey, Kachan. Ew. Sorry. sorry.
Oh my god, I don't have that much.
Oh. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. Kachan, calm down. Daddy, chill. sorry.
You suck.
He goes completely red, and I whisper in his ear, "If you needed help, you should have asked." I giggle, and he goes more red than Kirishima's hair. I start watching the movie. No, let me do that again. Where was I? Oh, I then scooks. Anyway, right then he looked down at his pants and noticed. Then he. What? Anyway, okay, hold on. Let me do that again. I hesitated, but did it anyway. He then put handcuffs on me to where I can't move my hands. Where the handcuffs come from? Where the handcuffs come from? Anyway, where was I? Okay.
Why you do that lying dog?
And I was already moaning his lame. His lame? He put his hands around my throat, slamming into me. Daddy! I came everywhere.
Dude, that whole line.
As soon as I put the movie in, Mommy's coming. Pause it.